Hey guys, it's your boy Great Entertainer here. Here at the Great Entertainer Show, we're gonna be continuing with the Chasm. It's a story that I've introduced you loads of times before. Yeah, so let me start saying it. Now even I am confused, Adrian said before turning to Sanho. What's going on here? Who the hell are you? Yeah, that's a good question, I added, also looking at his direction. Come on, man. I've known the guy for years, yet I couldn't begin to understand what he was planning there. Sanho took a while to respond, and even then, it was less than satisfying. It's complicated, he finally spoke up. By the way, aren't you guys missing the show? I wasn't gonna force the guy to the talk. Over the years, I learned that doing so only turned to disingenuous answers. Besides, he was right. Wu was against Jack right now, so I wanna watch that thing, cause that's gonna be a hell of a show. Well, come on, Wu, show me your kung fu shit. I'll beat you down with good old American boxing. He really thinks Americans invented boxing, eh? And instead, said Adrian, whatever. Instead, Wu opted to blast him back with his sand shotgun. Jack was sent flying into a support beam, demolishing it in the process, while he had taken no ostensible damage. There were nail holes littered across the American flag, printed on his chest plate. But yeah, let's pause for now. You see, this footage on the screen, isn't it great? Now, I'm gonna have this once they think that you are hearing is not a scary story, okay? Every story except from a scary story is gonna have this thing for you to see. The super scary stories that you should put your sitting pants on are gonna have some rainy stuff, I don't know. So yeah, let's continue. Plus, like, share, and subscribe. Did you do that already? I'm waiting. Yeah, I think you did. If you didn't, nobody loves you. And nobody will ever do. So, that sure got him pretty rattled. Oh, you freaked out, Batty, he said, and a deranged smirk drawn across his face. For the first time ever, Wu decided to speak. What did you think it was gonna happen? In an instant, they changed at each other. Charged, not changed. Given their respective power and speed, their combined movements were hardly comparable. But it went something like this. Jack kicks and lands across the Wu's helmet, crushing it slightly. Wu wants to stab him with a large blade. It breaks on his arm. Jack presses forward, throwing. Why can I not speak? Why? Throwing a blur of jabs at Wu's head. Most of them are blocked. Wu counters with a kick to the ribs. It hurts Jack. Wu uses his rare gun eyes, burning the side of Jack's cheek. Ooh, the bad cheek. It's burned. Now we're gonna eat ash from ash in the fried ash. Yeah, that's what we're gonna eat. Just kidding. Yeah. So let's continue. And then, wait a minute. Oh yeah. And then the gauntlet is unleashed. Thanos will do everything. Oh my god. Thanos. Wu lands a brutal combination with still shattered knuckles. Wu shoves a grenade into Jack's face. If you want it to sound weird, you can hear us. I don't care. Wu pounds away at Jack's ribs with a spiked bat. Where are they getting all these weapons from? Like, are you like, oh, I've got a gun from here, a gun here? They're gonna be like these old movies, and they're gonna be like, I've got a gun. You got a gun. We're gonna throw them away in 3. 1, 2, 3. They throw them away. They got another gun. What the hell? Well, let's continue with the story and stop jokes. Maybe not. Will lands a brutal combination with still sudden. Wait a minute. Sudden knuckles. Wu shoves a grenade into Jack's face. Wu pounds away at Jack's ribs with a spiked bat. Wu stabs back Jack blah 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 through the shoulder and an elbow blade. Wu snaps one of the Jack's fingers off and then heads back Sims. Wu picks him up and executes a hard takedown, destroying the walkway they're standing on and causing them to fall over to the lower floor. And then Wu begins strangling Jack. He's got the advantage with his weapons, I said. There's no way Jack's turning it around. Adrian scoffed. The US didn't funnel billions into this guy for nothing. He's got some tricks on his sleeve. And oh boy, did he ever. Jack was frenetic and breaking out of Wu's iron gasp. Freak you, he screamed before his right. I'm gonna be speaking like this because why not? For a bit. Okay? Okay. Fuck you, he screamed before his right fist began glowing red. And then he let go of Wu's wrists, ramming his knuckles right into his throat instead. The first significant stride. I could see Wu's armor splinter as he lunged backwards. He forced to release his grip. Still exasperated from the struggle, Jack pulled himself up and then his first smoldering like freak. At the same time, Wu was gasping for air himself. How's that? He said, holding his first up while grinding like a man is utterly unhinged. Suddenly his left arm was beginning to be red glowing in the... Wait a minute. I'm gonna speak like English right now. Or American, I don't know. He said, holding his first fist up while grinding like a man utterly unhinged. Yeah. Suddenly his left fist also began glowing. Only difference is that it was blue. Yeah. One blue fist and a red fist. How American is that? It's about to get flipping gnarly, Jack said. The stars and stripes style is immeasurable, blah blah blah. What followed was an exchange of blurs. I could even hear exploding bouts of cracking metal, while smoke and flickering specks of intercut with flashes of red and blue form from Jack's fist to individual at the pinnacle of power, striking everything and each other with everything they had. After around an entire minute of hectic biting complete in huge fighting, Both of them had sustained significant damage. Wu's suit covered with cracks and dents, with his forearm and left thigh exposed. Oh, exposed! Oh my god! There was also blood leaking through the fracture helmet. On the other hand, hardly an inch of Jack's body was unscratched. He was cut and swollen all over, with one of his eyes stabbed out to his right shoulder and grated to the bone. They stared each other down during the few seconds of the fleeting recuperation. And then they were right back at each other's throats. One attempted to blast Jack at the face with his palm cannon, but he managed to weave underneath the shot, throwing both fists at Wu's chest, causing his suit to shatter completely at that particular spot. His vitals were now exposed. Oh my god! Wait a minute. Exposed. Oh my god! Jack knew the kind of opportunity he created, indicative by the wicked grin on his face. In a matter of milliseconds, Jack pulled back one of his fists and struck Wu directly. For some reason, I can't read today. Wait a minute, I'm gonna grab some water. I'm back. Let me drink the water now. So, let's go. Skedaddle, skedoodle, your dick is now a noodle. Let's go. And as I was saying, Jack, his vitals were now exposed. He knew and Jack pulled back one of his fists and struck Wu directly. Without his armor protecting him, that blow must have been liquid as his insides. In any case, that's what I got from his reaction. In an instant, he collapsed in pain before being tossed over the rails onto an even lower floor. As he clutched his insides in excoriation on the ground, Jack leapt down and stomped on his helmet, finally shattering that one as well. He had accomplished something even the most sophisticated of weaponry would have had trouble doing. In a desperation move, Wu pulled out his shotgun and started spraying it upwards. Yeah, let's go, like, shotgun, let's go, poo, 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 poo. There actually are semi-automatic shotguns, guys. Yeah, that's true, so he would be like, well, I'm actually doing the worst sounds. Oh yeah, imagine this. He pulls out the shotgun. I'm laughing at weird things, yeah. Well, let's continue. In a desperation move, Wu pulled out his shotgun and began spraying it upwards, upwards, forcing Jack to retreat, feeling pain that must have eclipsed the boundaries of unbearable. He pulled himself up, finally revealing his cut-to-hell visage through the broken helmet. Water, at least. You're just a regular person underneath that suit, right? Jack said, panting. What do you mean, pants? Do you mean pants? Oh my god, the person that wrote pants who wrote this story. I didn't write it. I found it on Reddit. Oh my god, and that's bad. Oh my god. Well, you were too before the experiment, Wood responded. Jack scoffed. Is that what you think? That I'm just like you, a regular freaking guy? Yeah, Wood responded. We weren't born special. Jack shook his head off. Head, not head off. Imagine they were fighting all this time and then Jack was like, what is this? And he shook his head off and his head went off. That would be the biggest troll of all time. Like, if the writer had written this like that, oh my god, I would be dying out of laughter. So let's continue. Well, what is the matter? I'll give you one thing, you're strong. Hell, you even give me a bit of a hard time, but your attitude, it's freaking bullshit. It's Bill, and it's not Sid, it's Sat. It's bills that were shot in a place. In a weird room, yeah. Wu had trouble responding to that. Sure, we weren't born special, Jack continued, but we've changed ourselves. Clawed our way up to the top. He paused for a moment. No, you're just a regular guy underneath that chute at all. After all. And I wasn't just another freak in the crowd before the experiment. They just don't choose a random stupid guy. You know, these are stuff that we've accomplished ourselves. Things nobody else could. Why don't you freaking understand that? Another pause followed. Yeah, I'm gonna say something. You see, if you're fighting somebody, don't talk with him. Just if you're fighting with somebody and him, and then you can talk to him like as he's dead or something. Yeah, don't kill people actually. In case if it's a school fighter, you're gonna be like, hit him really hard, and then make him somewhere and make him steal somewhere so he can't hurt you, and be like blah 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 and saying him stupid stuff, and then he will be able to do nothing. So the thing will be like, he will be like, man, just punch me so I can sleep. At least I don't want to hear your stupid stuff anymore. Just punch me so I sleep. I fall down and sleep, or kill me. I don't want to hear your stupid stuff. Yeah, that was cringy, but whatever. The silence was broken when Wu reached over to his shoulder, pulling out a terribly large red-orange sword. Yeah, the Singularity Blade. My water supplies have ended. I have no water. Can I get all this, Commando? We shall see. So, Jack Barnes began. You seem unintelligent on the surface, but you've almost said something profound just right now. Jack smirked at the pseudo-compliment. You're strong as well, Will continued. I'll show you my respect by getting you down with my ultimate weapon. That's a solid, respect showing thing. I'm touched, Jack responded. I guess I'll have to show you the same courtesy. He closed his eye for a moment before opening back up, revealing nothing but white underneath his lids. The red and blue radiating off his fists began extending up to his forearms, before quickly enveloping each side of his body entirely. You should be honored. I'm going to caress you with the full force of my American spirit. Yeah, you see, you have superpowers. It's America. America gives you big power. The American spirit. Yeah, okay, that's weird. I'm gonna continue before I start sounding like cringier than cringe itself. Okay? So, the tremendously strong men, both now at the pinnacle of their own power, stood across from each other in full acknowledgement of each other's prowess. Well, an earth-shaking clash was about to ensue. Wu went first, swinging the blade and releasing an obscure serpentine from its tips. It rushed forward. Wait a minute. My mouse. I have a mouse right here. Like one of these mouse you control a computer with. This sort of mouse. Hey, mouse, wake up. Okay, the mouse has left the chat apparently. So, Wu went first, swinging the blade and releasing the obscure serpentine from its tip. It rushed down forward with a huge speed, lashing its claws onto Jack's arms and attempting to bite his head off. Why are you so violent, people? Why? Jack responded by drilling his fist down the creature's throat. It beat down, puncturing his arm but shattering its own teeth in the process. Wait a minute. Can the guy make creatures from a blade? That's cool. I want to buy one of those. Is it sold at Walmart? Or what about on Amazon? What about eBay? Is it? No? That's bad. Well, Jack responded by drilling his fist down the creature's throat. It beat down, puncturing his heart, but shattering its own feet in the process. Jack and the creature fought brutally and relentlessly, with the latter seemingly growing its size as the battle endured. However, Wu was standing still. What is he doing? Why isn't he going after him? I thought out loud. He can't. Adrian responded. Look closely to him. It took me a second, but I understood. The punch that Wu had taken to the chest was essentially put him out of commission. In fact, at the moment he was struggling to even stand up. Oh, he was relying on the singularity creature to get his job done. Okay, you can't do that because you gotta do your jobs on your own, kid. Just do it on your own. After some minutes, the beast had grown to an ungodly size, resembling some kind of colossal, good-like dragon. It beat down on Jack's arm again, taking it clean off this time. Jack shrieked in endurance and fueled pain, headbutting one of the dragon's eyes in response. It roared in pain as it wrinkled backwards, utterly annihilating its surroundings. It even took out a few cameras. Jack took the opportunity to reel in the frenetic beasts, jumping up on its head and bashing away. Despite having half of a face caved in, the dragon still not married. I say that you're wife dragon and husband dragon. You can kiss the bride. Well, that's not something we're going to be saying because that's weird. Well, let's continue. Despite having half of a cave faced in, the dragon still managed to fling him into a wall, ramming what remained of its head into his torso moments later. A wave of blood busted from Jack's mouth before his lips curled back into a sadistic, unrelenting grin. He punched the creature's remaining eyes out before getting on top of it and rendering the rest of its head into a ghostly mush, with nothing but his remaining fish. Just like that, the battle was over. As the dragon died, The blade shattered with it. Jack leapt down, back in front of Wu. He half chuckled, half groaned as he leaped towards him. Lost an arm, lost an eye. You really put me through the gauntlet, eh? Wu's expression was stone for a while, but it eventually turned into a grin. No malice behind it. Simply acknowledging his interminable fighting spirit that Jack had put on display. Well, looks like my fate has been sealed, he said. Jack reciprocated the grin, breathing heavy down through his teeth. Gotta say, you were not a pushover. But in the end, America always wins. America always wins. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna pretend that I didn't hear that because that's so weird. He finished Wu with a quick strike to the head as the mechanical menace dropped. Jack's body stopped glowing and he began staggering away. His movements strained and delirious. In any case, he didn't make it too far. Dropped out about 10 paces from Wu. That was fun, he muttered, drifting slowly off to the darkness. Even in death, his grin didn't waver. Freaking hell, Adrian said. Did they both have to die? Well, let's see if one of these other weirdos can make it out alive. I'd been so invested that I nearly forgot about the other fight that was going on. Watching as Kentai effortlessly strangled Shenju. I killed your master with 3 strikes, and you're even weaker than him. Your effort is an insult. I am going to kill you. Kentai struck the sides of Senju's jaw and slammed his neck into the ground, interrupting his sentence. Guess we'll never know what he's about to say. Real mystery. There. The real mystery. I'm going freaking kill. What? Write in the comments what do you think he would say. But despite the overwhelming power gap, Shenju kept rushing back at him. Oh, we could go ask him. Shenju, what would you say to him? I would say, kill you. I haven't read the whole of the story, so if the guy dies, I'm gonna look stupid. Yeah. I don't know. I already do, so yeah. Don't bully me, please. So, freak! He shouted in frustration after taking another punch to the chest. Stop evading justice, Kentai said. Your time's done. Justice? Wow. But then an unexpected figure entered the scene. Hugo rushed into the frame, directing his own rush of blows at Kentai. However, he reacted to them in the same way a regular man would have reacted to a mosquito bite. Oh. Hugo was subsequently knocked back, without much explicit effort on Kentai's part. His scars were glowing like hell, but he pulled himself back up. Well, his eyes pierced with piercing fury. Why is he so pissed off? I thought to myself. Keller arrived moments later, yelling after Hugo. What the frick are you doing? I know you're crazy, but what the frick? He shouted. He's the one that killed my mentor, Hugo said, the voice shaking. The last good man on earth, destroyed by the same evils that he attempted to help. But he was foolish, really. He was foolish. There can only be response to the sin in this world. This freaking asshole killed my master as well, Senju said, turning to Hugo. Let's bury him. Hugo sighed, clearly not excited at his prospective ally. Man, Kel said, staring up Kentai, this isn't fun anymore. All three of them tried attacking at once. No luck. Kentai tanked his blow before striking each of them down in rapid succession. He grabbed Kel by the neck before tossing him at Senju, sending them both crashing in the wall. Stuff! Not shit, stuff! Kel yelled as he struggled to pull himself up. Yo, priest, what level of detachment are you at? Hugo exhaled. 99%. Damn, Kel muttered, looking at the steadily but menacingly approaching Kentai. We're so freak, no necessarily. I'm about 10 times stronger at 100% than I am at 99. What? I'm now sure that the maths check out there, Hugo said, but before taking another strike to the stomach. No matter, Hugo said. One of the biggest evils lies before us. Every measure must be taken. You're gonna freaking die, Kel uttered, being kept on his toes by repeated blows from Kentai. Hugo's eyes flickered a deep red, almost like a literal fire was behind them. We're gonna die regardless. Yeah, that's true. Kentai turned away from Kel and turned to Hugo. He squealed. Now I remember you. I'm gonna start an anime voice. Umai wa Jinyu Uni. Hugo threw a cross so hard that it seemed to split the air molecules in its part. Despite managing to block it, Kentai was still blasted backwards, skedaddling to a stop. He held his arm up, which had been badly mangled from the blow. He sneered at Hugo, his eyes growing crazier with every second that passed. Evil must be eliminated. You're in no position there to make that call, Hugo responded. They pointed at each other. Oh my god, my mouse is alive again. Thanks God. Well, despite managing to block it, Kentai was blasted backwards, skedaddling to a stop. Then he held his arms up, which had been madly mangled from the blow. So how much is now left? Not much. Well, he sneered at Hugo, his eyes growing crazier with every second that passed. Evil must be eliminated. You're in no position to make that call, Hugo responded. They bolted at each other, the two traded blows, with Hugo slowly but surely overwhelming Kentai. Kel could only watch in AWE. Shenjun, on the other hand, yeah, kick his freaking ass! Oh my god, yeah, do this! Ah! But the more damage the Kentai Duke took, the more wild he seemed to get. Hugo landed a 1-2 on his toe and temple, drawing blood from his head. Before finishing the combination by drilling a knee into his liver, causing nearly Kentai to backload the spot. Why did you kill him? Hugo spat at Kentai between strikes. He was the last chance of the salvation that this disgusting world had. Now blues, bloody, and battered. Kentai dropped to one knee. Hugo stepped in for the finishing blow. Or what I thought was gonna be the finishing blow. Kentai managed to catch the strike, surprising just about everybody he watching. His forearm veins flashed as he looked up at Hugo, his face twisted in an inaudible expression. He demanded wrath. I killed him because he stood in the way of justice. In a split second, Hugo was knocked backwards, having his chest completely caved in. What? He wheezed out as he bent over, trying to funnel air into his lungs. He's stronger. Be careful! Kentai picked him up, and Judo slammed him over the rail before he could get the sentence out. I never cringed. Was that cringe? Whatever. As hard as I did before watching his spine instantaneously bend into the worst possible shape. Hugo yelled, charging at Kentai. A valiant but fruitless effort. He was picked and brutally ragdolled into the walls and floors. Kentai finished the ruthless display by slamming his back into the wall. Kel crumpled like a pancake. Do pancakes die? Whatever. With every bone on his body just about broken. Recovering from that was gonna be a tall order. Freak! He pulled out. Unable to make another move, suddenly Senji was back at his own, heavily injured and looking far less confident than he was before. We can't let him win, Sanhu said. Sanhu? He's like, what? Wait a minute. You're watching fights and you're like, we can't let that guy win. You don't care, guys. You just don't care. His expression a combination of frightened and resolute. Oh, you're not watching like the kid anymore? What a surprise, Adrian said. I shook my head. I meant, what the frick were we supposed to do? Instead of answering my question, he just brushed by me before abruptly sprinting out the door. What the frick, man? I called after him. No use. Already gone. I fumbled around in place for one moment. On one hand, I really didn't want to go out there, but on the other, he was my friend, and I, as much as I wanted answers, I also wanted to make sure he didn't do something that was gonna wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna now speak normally. He was gonna do something he was not gonna have the chance to regret. After a few moments of frenetic something, I don't know. Well, oh yeah, finally, it is ending. I actually don't know where I am. Instead of answering after a few moments of frenetic contemplation, I found myself chasing after him. Where the frick are you guys doing? Where are you doing? What are you doing? Where are you going? I could hear Andrew calling out from behind me. That point was the least of my concerns. Tears went down my spine as I traveled along the blood-stained halls decorated by the mangled corpses of the former guards. What a sight that's experienced in my nightmares before. I'm sure just about every guard had seen it in real life was jarring to say the least. I'm sure it should have been one hell of a day, but the dusk finally seemed to be closing in. Well, I guess that's it for today's video, guys. Right? You see, for me it's not it. I'm gonna record another video. So, that other video is gonna be published, I don't know when. So, skedaddle, skedoodle, your dick is now a noodle. Like this video or your dick will actually turn into a noodle. And subscribe to the Great Entertainer Show for more great entertaining videos like this. So I'm gonna wait for it to go at 1 minute, and goodbye guys. And I'm not waiting anything, so it's 1 minute, 41 minutes. Goodbye.